Hello, this is New Vision TV. I am Lynn Komjisha. As Uganda places its hope for economic revival in boosting tourism, the country's biggest attraction, wildlife, has new stewardship in the person of respected conservationist Sam Mwanda. New Vision TV makes an assessment of the challenges that the new Uganda Wildlife Authority Executive Director faces.
When Mr. Sam Mwanda, the new Executive Director of Uganda Wildlife Authority, takes office, he must hit the ground running if he is to make any meaningful impact, for time is not on his side. One of the first things he must address is the integrity of the boundaries of the gazetted wildlife areas. Uganda has 10 national parks, 12 wildlife reserves, 10 wildlife sanctuaries, and 5 community wildlife areas. But Uganda is election country, and whenever elections are approaching, encroachment on all protected areas increases. If wildlife is to be protected, the wildlife areas themselves have to be protected first, and this should be Mr. Mwanda's urgent priority. The English expression, the ranger turned poacher, is unfortunately literally true in Uganda. Many game rangers collaborate with the criminals whom they are supposed to apprehend. While they may not shoot the animals themselves, some Uganda Wildlife Authority officers have been accused of abetting the smuggling of parts from poached animals. The new ED will have to enforce zero tolerance to any form of corruption in his ranks, and this includes resisting orders from highly placed criminals in government to allow items like ivory and pangolin scales to go through the controls. Failure to stand firm against criminal politicians and officials will render Mr. Mwanda's tenure just another unfortunate farce. The new ED must also ensure that there is orderly investment in park infrastructure. The tourists are not attracted by the biggest concrete structures in the national park. They are looking for the least interfered with environment. Infrastructure is necessary, but it must be of minimal disruption to the natural setting. As a conservationist, Mr. Mwanda knows this better than most Ugandans. It would be tragic if he failed in ensuring eco-friendly investments in the wildlife sector.
This picture, we want it on my coffin.
Another urgent business is education of the Ugandan public. As long as the average Ugandan has not yet appreciated that wildlife conservation is about the very survival of our environmental ecosystem and not just entertaining visiting foreigners, that the primary market of national parks should be domestic Ugandan tourists, the whole idea of Uganda Wildlife Authority will remain largely irrelevant to the country.
Moving on, Emmanuel Ekung, a second-year student of midwifery, has been declared winner in the LIRA University Guild Presidency elections. LIRA University Electoral Commission, headed by the chairperson, Dennis Okwil Jaramogi, declared Ekung 27-year-old Guild President on Sunday evening. Ekung, who is the university chairperson of the Catholic community, was backed by Christian communities, while his rival was backed by NRM stalwarts. Ekung, who stood on an independent ticket, garnered 335 votes, beating his rival Maurice Ogwal, a student of business management, who also dabbles as a Molata District Deputy Speaker, District National Resistance Movement Youth Chairman, who scored 235 votes. A total of 818 students were expected to vote according to the electoral register, but at least 610 participated in the elections, which attracted 3 candidates. Candidate Daniel Ogwal was third and last with 39 votes. And now, Bunyoro starts preparations for the OMUKAMA IGURU'S 24th coronation anniversary. Preparations to mark OMUKAMA Solomon Gafausa IGURU 24th Mpango anniversary have started. Mpango is the first ritual the OMUKAMA performs as he is crowned. IGURU, the 27th king under the Ababito clan, first performed the ritual on June 11, 1994, following the restoration of kingdoms by the NRM government. Since then, The Mpango has been marked annually in Bunyoro Chitara Kingdom. Bunyoro is comprised of the districts of Hoima, Masindi, Chibale, Kagadi, Kakumiro, Bulisa and Chiriandongo. Kingdom officials have told New Vision TV that they have drawn a 513 million shillings budget to spend during a function that will be held at the Karuzika Palace in Hoima town on June 11th. The Kingdom Prime Minister, Andrew Chirungi Byakutaga, on Monday said they have formed a 30-member steering committee to coordinate the activities. And in sports news, after an impressive show against Sao Tome and Principe, Cranes coach Sebastien Desabre has a chance to redeem himself. This will be in the Frenchman's second home build-up match against Malawi at Nambole today. The Cranes beat the Atlantic Ocean Island 3-1 in a friendly at the weekend, where the hosts were, however, unimpressive. This will be another opportunity for Desabre to experiment with the senior side in his quest for a more attacking formation. Going by last Saturday's display, the Cranes are yet to find their rhythm. They were disjointed contrary to their lightweight opponents, who, despite losing, displayed a more coherent game. Today's friendly is also an opportunity for newcomer Davis Mugabe to further convince selectors that he deserves to be considered for the nation's qualifier against Tanzania in September. Malawi's national soccer side, popularly known as the Flames, is at 123 on the FIFA rankings. They have in 27 matches against Uganda won 14, drawn 5 and lost 8. The Cranes need all the playtime as Desabre transitions the team to a more of an attack-oriented side. Desabre's predecessor, Milton Srejovic, built his side on a solid defense. You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at the ostrich. Did you know that the ostrich is edible? These largest birds on earth have different features from the domestic birds, which help them stay peaceful in the wilderness. Let's take a look.
The ostrich happens to be the world's largest bird. Different from other birds, the ostrich does not fly. They have long necks and legs which keep their head up high above the ground. The ostrich's eyes are said to be larger than the brain. It is reported that this helps them see predators at a greater distance. The beak is flat and broad with a rounded tip. These ostriches are said to be the fastest birds. Their sex is differentiated from the color of their feathers. People who love to eat chicken need to know that ostriches are edible. But as you try to capture this bird to grace your dining table, you need to be careful since they also have a defensive mechanism. This tip on its toe can kill a lion in just one kick. So what about a human being? Their lifespan, however, depends. If an ostrich lives in captivity, their lifespan is about 50 years. But if it is in the wild, it is limited to 45 years. They feed on carrots, eggplants, grass, and also simsim. Here in Uganda, you can only find them at Kidepo National Park, but also at the Uganda Wildlife Education Center. For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also the home of adventures, so get your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories.
And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your updates on your mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I am Lynn Komjisha.